Okay, so hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully. All right, looks like it's up and running. Hi guys. Hey Ro, all the other guys. Who got here? Street Copper, how you doing, buddy? Gulf Coast, how's it going? Steve Straight, how you doing, buddy? Scrapping Together, hey Bill. Let's see, did I see Marty up here somewhere? Hey Kingdom. Okay, so now just bear with me. I'm gonna pop the comments out from YouTube. Find those three dots. Pop up chat. There we go. My mouse is acting up a bit here. There we go. Pull him over there. Seems to always be something, right? Come on. There we go. Chat's over there. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. What's left of it? Yeah. The old speckled hen at the ready. Say, Marty, are you still in here? Scrap Kingdom. Just give me a shout if you are. Be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's Ian's favorite beer. Yeah. Actually, Ian was the guy that turned me on to that, so got him to thank for that. So, anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, just wanted to go over that bit of a debacle I had with that scrap on Monday. Hey, Bill. So, what it was, that number one bright and shiny, I cut it up into these little CU sticks. Actually got the idea from Dumpster Jerry. He was doing that. So the advantage of this is it fits real nice in a 5-gallon pail. Otherwise, it cuts down on the bulk quite a bit. So that was the thinking behind that. So what I was saying, when I end up getting number two price for this, though, when I took it down to the scrap yard. And I had an inkling last year that it was going to be a problem at some point, because what they told me is the number one bright and shiny, they have a baler and they bale that all up, and that's how they sell it. But this stuff here doesn't, when it's cut up like this, it doesn't bale as good. They have to wait. They actually have to bale it, and then they dump it on the top to get it into the bale somehow. So anyways, they were quizzing me on that, or giving me a bit of a hard time on that, but copper prices were a lot lower then, so it wasn't a problem. But unfortunately, this time around, it was a problem. So like say, this stuff here, they dumped in the number two bin, which like I say, I wasn't paying attention until all of a sudden, hey, do you guys just dump that in the number two bin? And so, like say, they did come around and give me a bit more for number two, but like say, I probably lost 25, 35 bucks because of that. So anyways, I'm going to still got, I think 2 more buckets of this. So I got enough for another run. I'm going to go back down in May, I think, and look, try it again. But first thing, we just got to get that clear right out of the gate. What they're going to pay for it, you know, if they're try to pay for it, number 2 for it again, I'm just going to keep it there and I'll melt it down or something. So anyways, that was one thing that came up. Now, another thing, I was hoping Marty was still in here, because I don't know if you watch Scrap Kingdom's videos, a while back, he had a problem. Just a second here, I'm just going to get this mouse to work properly. Yeah, so it's what, yeah, rope. So like say before it wasn't a problem, and but you know, this is so handy because like say if you 5-gallon pail, you can get like 60-70 pounds of this in there and it hardly takes up any room. So that was the advantage of doing it that way. But anyways, I don't know, it was about a month ago or something. Marty was trying to take in some of this copper coils out of transformer ballast. And they were only going to pay him number 2, or no, sorry, they're going to pay him transformer price for it, which typically they'd pay number 2. It's all number 2 wire in here. So what I do is I take the time, I unravel it all, coil it up, and put it in a bucket. So out of curiosity this time, I asked them, I said, if I bring these in like this, you know, are you still going to pay number 2? So they said, well, depends on how much paper is on it. So I said, well, you know, how much paper is too much paper? And they said, well, we have to decide that. So then I said, okay, well, if you decide that this is too much paper, what do you pay? So they said transformer price. So like I say, obviously, rather than take a chance on that, I'll just keep unwinding those. So anyways, that was 2 things I learned at the old scrapyard. And yeah, thank God. I was going to take a bunch of those coils in there like that, but I didn't. So, but anyways, and then like say they were a lot pickier on some other stuff than they were. Like I hadn't been down there since last November, so it's like over 4 months. So I think Marty's saying though, like when the prices are up, they get a lot more picky. So I think I'm starting to see that down there as well. So that's the one rant I have so far. So yeah, if anybody wants to come on up. So otherwise, the pricing wasn't too bad. Like I was saying, I got 66 cents a pound for those armored cable sheaths. But again, with that, they had the big garbage can, but they kind of went through it all, and they were looking for any pieces that still had the paper in them. So fortunately, ahead of time, I picked all the paper. As I threw it in the bucket, I picked all the paper out of it. But apparently, if the paper's in there, then they pay less for that. Yeah, so when you got limited options there, you gotta, but I mean, that's too far to go to get. So the only reason I go down there is because last year I didn't have to put up with any of that, but if that continues, then they'll have to come up with a different plan. And aluminum cast, 57 cents a pound, and the old sheet was 62, which is not bad. And like I say, 410 for the number 2. And the brass was $2.72 a pound, which that was pretty good too. Hey, Copper King, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Anyways, it'd be nice if you just roll in there and everything was straightforward, you know, just like the last time you were there. But like I was saying too, it was all new guys. This time it was all people I hadn't seen there before, so they probably have a big staff turnover too, I would imagine. So actually, Ro, I've been taking some of these computers apart. I got a couple of them busted down. Oops, still got the odd screw on it too. So this one has got a, this is an Intel Celeron 2.88 gigahertz. And actually, it's got the little gold arrow on the corner, which I think means something. Doesn't mean much to me, but yeah. Oops, that one was loose. This other one is what is this one? This is an AMD Athlon 64x2. 2005. That one's got the gold corner on it too. Looks nice and goldy. And this is what's left of one of the board out of those power supplies. Actually, these chokes there, they have a surprising amount of copper in them. Like I say, that was the copper out of one of those power boards out of the power supply. And then, actually, this was in heat sink. It's actually a solid copper slug there. I had to cut it out from the heatsink. I ended up cutting the slot in it there. But I didn't think it was solid copper, but actually when I got it out, I was kind of sorry I'd cut the slot in it. But that's probably, yeah, I want to say half a pound. So that wasn't what you expect to see buried in one of those heat sinks. Yeah, knock the copper back off. It's number 2. Yeah, it is cool copper there. Yeah, like I say, that was totally unexpected there. It was that was just in one of those. I don't have it anymore, but you know those heat sinks that are on those power boards. Was or no, actually, it was the heat sink on the. It goes over the processor. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, this fan that blows right on the processor, and then it's got a heat sink in it. That was in there. Yeah. So yeah, first, like I said, I just thought it was a hollow copper tube there. I was quite surprised when I saw that. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, if Steve Straight, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, if anybody would have a stack of those, it would be E-Waste, man. CPU cooler, that's what it is. Yeah, you got her, buddy. So yeah, I just discovered Steve's channel this morning. I was actually up early before I went to work there. I was looking at YouTube, and then zipped over to Johnny Swedish Scrapper's channel there, and he got the stickers I'd sent him, and Steven sent him some too. So he got 2 letters in the same day from British Columbia. And Steve and I were talking about, well, it turns out he lives about an hour and a half from where I do. So that was quite a coincidence. So yeah, like Steve's way ahead of me on metal casting there. So, and he's got that CNC cutter. So that was one thing I like. He made those aluminum coasters. So I always thought it'd be cool just to make a downsized version of that, like a coin there with your channel name on it or something like that. That'd be kind of a cool setup. So what do you think of that chip there, Ro? These chips, are they worth anything? Are they worth hanging on to? Like I said, they got, looks like all gold pins on them. And so, well, yeah, then this RCA connector in the back, one of them looked like that's all gold plated too. So yeah, I'll come up with something there, Steve. I'll add that to the list of projects, of which there is no shortage. I have no problem starting projects. It's the finishing that I struggle with. What? Chips worth recycling? Yeah, what else is on here? Oh yeah, there's that thing too with the gold corner. I think that's a VGA chip or something, isn't it? Just know like the e-waste guys always look for these gold cornered ones. So that's all I know about it. Fortunately, up here there's no market for that e-waste. So, hey Dan, how you doing? How's it going, Dan? Hope you had a good day. Another dishwasher day. Maybe you scored some more dishwashers today. Yeah, I guess the die cast probably casts better, probably flows better than copper or aluminum. That's probably why they use it for die casting. Makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if you got K&D Scrapping there, Steve, but it's another good channel in our little community here. He's always out slaying the dishwashers in southern Ontario. So if you got any questions, what's in a dishwasher, just Dan's the man. So I got another one out of the garage here. It's this Dell thing. See what's in this baby. Yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, it's about time you took a break down. Must be a terrible boss you got there, Dan, if he's making you work until 10 o'clock at night. These stupid things. I can never. There should be a law that all these side panels have to come off the same way. Every one of these goofy things is fastened a different way. I'm not sure which way this one is. Looks like it should pull off that way. Ah, yeah. So where are you going tomorrow, Dan? More appliances? Joke anyways. I'm gonna drive out here, Dan. I got a bunch of computer cases I can give you. You'd have to leave early though. Yeah. Trying to multitask here. It's not working. Rarely works, actually. So this one here, our computer guy robbed the power supply out of it already. Let's see what it's got for a chip in it. Core 2 Duo. Maybe it's got another one of those copper slugs in it. Holy smokes, Dan. 84. I don't know what I got up to today here, but it's been cold in the mornings. Yeah, right off the bat, it's covered in dust. These computers are the dirtiest things going. They suck the dust up like there's no tomorrow. This one's got a gold dot and a gold arrow on it. Oh, this is an Intel 86. Core 2, yep. Core 2 Quad. Whatever that is. Yeah, I'm just looking. This one doesn't seem to have one of those gold corner chips in it. Yeah, no, not a whole lot of anything in this one, actually. So let's see what it's got in the core of the cooler. Other than a bunch of dust, there's no shortage of dust here, which I'm allergic to. So if I start sneezing and coughing, there, you know what it's from. Hey, Amos, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Yikes, this one is loaded. I've been doing good, Amos. Doing good for an old guy. How's that? So look at that. Look at all that crap in there. Yeah, so this one's just got a solid piece of aluminum for a core. See, people wonder why their electronics fail. Well, that's the answer right there. The dust just sucks in here and eventually it burns out the power supplies and the fans and everything. Because all that dust on there just can't dissipate the heat like it was designed to. So even with a computer, that's good preventive maintenance to take the cover off once in a while and blow it all out. Because like I say, they're just filthy inside there. I'm just going to take this other heat sink off, see what's lurking underneath it. So there's another little chip was underneath that one. Okay, Dan, good night. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate that. So what's that other little chip in there, row? That looks interesting. It's definitely got some gold on it, too. Gonna pop this board out here. It's not too difficult. Shouldn't be. Gonna regret this later, I can tell. Still another screw or two. Yeah, still another one or two lurking somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's one. It's got an unusual amount of screws in it. There's another one. A little bit of wire. I'll snip that off later. Otherwise, not a whole lot of anything, but that guy right there, Ro. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's all on board. Doesn't have a separate video card or anything. Looks like everything. Oh, there's another one here. Let's see what's under this guy. So that's that other one that was lurking under the heatsink. Hey, Copper King, we'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. That was it. Was that it? No, that was it. This was it. Smallest one. So that was the problem with these Dells and stuff like that, is everything was on the motherboard. I know that because like you'd go in and try and upgrade something on it, and it's not like you can swap the video card or anything because everything's on board. Pop the battery out. Not a whole lot of anything in these. These fan motors are motors in name only. So yeah, not too much for a motor. Snip that tiny bit of wire off. Because as we know, every little bit counts. Or at least we have to tell ourselves that. Almost. I didn't see that one. I'll have to check that one out. Did you get like contents of a computer store or something? Yeah, I say the reason I got this stuff was this guy works across the hallway from me, so since I heard him tidying him up and packing stuff out his door, I knew that it was time to get in there and see what he was up to. So if you're interested in these chips, let me know, Ro. I can send them to you. These guys won't cost much to send. The motherboards would be expensive because they're bulky, but the chips, not so much. Crap load of resale. I-series small form factors. I mean, like those mini towers, that type of thing. I'll show you the resale I got. What? Not sure it's resale yet, but the price was right. That's all I know. You mentioned free around the Scotsman, I'll tell you, it's on. So, new in box wireless mouse. What's this? Oh, video capture. That's mine. Yeah, these are my cables. I just threw them in here. Motorola Bluetooth headset. Brand new in the box. Power supply for something. Cut the cord off of it anyways. I think this is something you'd like too, Ro. This is a mini UFO universal VGA cooler. Yeah. This is a Soho USB 5.25 internal card reader with multi-IO. Let's plug all those little SD chips or cards into it, whatever. This is LAN sharing something or other. It's USB. Some kind of a storage thing. Remember those card reader things? HDD media box. I got 2 of these. Same thing, brand new. I was thinking of just putting it on Facebook Marketplace. You never know. I got 3 boxes of that kind of shit, so. Yeah. New in the box. Yeah, external hard drive LAN share. It was probably expensive back in the day, but I'm not sure when its day was. I was thinking of putting it up though. I know, like, you know, families with kids and stuff like that. Like I got 3 or 4 sets of speakers and still new in the box. I mean, you know, if you're trying to set up a few kids in the same house with your own computers and stuff, might not be the most up-to-date stuff, but sure better than nothing. That's my theory anyways. Yeah, I think I got here's another box, so just right away I'll attempt to spill my beer. So here's a wireless hard drive. Yeah, see, I got a couple of printer cartridges too, new in the box. So I know these are expensive. Oh yeah. So each of these has got 3 cartridges in it. Just got to find somebody with an old Epson printer. Trying to see. I think there's an expiry date on this type of stuff. Ooh. 2007 is when it's made, so it's all sealed up though. It might be still all right. Yeah, so that's another storage thing. This is compatible with Windows 98 too. IDE to USB 2. One-touch backup. Doesn't say how much backup it's got though. So yeah, I discovered on what day was it? Saturday. I always thought there was just one size USB, but now I understand there's USB-C, and I think there's another one floating around. Oh, this is a wireless optical notebook mouse for your Mac. So if you have a Mac laptop, I got the mouse for you. Another hard drive storage, external storage. Actually, yeah, this is a solid state drive that was in there too. It's a 120 gigabyte solid state drive. Some earphones. Gee, too much stuff here. I could just tell I'm going to spill that beer. That's really going to make me sad. Yeah, that's another one of those card readers. Takes an SD card, MS card, and CF card, whatever that is. Ooh, USB adapter. Supports wireless phone. Oh yeah, actually this is handy. I've got one of these. This is one of those USB, and then you just plug your SD card in the back of it. These actually come in handy. Another set of headphones. Yeah, I like SSD too. Here's a 3-button mouse. Ready for Windows 98. Yeah, that's another one of those card readers. New and bubble wrap. I'm ready for Windows 98 to make a comeback. This one may have been used. Appears the drive was taken out of it. Doesn't appear to be anything. There's some kind of a chip in it, but doesn't look like anything too interesting. Actually, the case is aluminum though. It might even be extruded aluminum. Or however they feel that day. Yeah, so that's another one. But, oh, there we go. Ah, there's the rest of it there. There's the storage that goes into said case. See what version Windows it is. Looks like what? Yeah, 2.5 gig and a half. Looks like Windows 98. It's usually a tip off how old it is. And like I say, there's a set of those speakers. So those are always handy. Hey Bill, welcome back. Damn those power outages. Yeah, my youngest son, he works from home, and in his general area there was a condominium under construction, and it burnt down. Of course, it burnt all the cable company wires in the process, so he couldn't go to work because he didn't have any internet. So I'm not sure I made it out today. He was thinking about trying to use his phone today to get onto the internet. That guy over there. Let's see. Well, may as well go through it all. Last but not least, headphones for Apple iPod and Mini. Hey, Gulf Coast, you out of here? See you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Now this is a leather iPhone case. iPhone 5. So I found Apple's got that down to a science. Every time they come up with a new iPhone, they just change it slightly physically. So any of your old accessories don't work in it. There's another one of those USB card readers. USB hub. Yeah, so these are Koss wireless earbuds. Another card reader. Hey, these things are cool. A little LED light plugs in your USB. More phone cases. D-Link. This must be a USB network card, I think. Cat 5 patch panel. There's a D-Link. Little hub. Always comes in handy for your home computer system. Oh yeah, Skype phone. Yeah, wireless mouse, you can always use those. So that's the treasure trove. That guy's headed to the wire bin. So I don't know, what do you think? I think it's got to be worth something. It's got to be worth $1 or $2 to somebody. Has to be. Worst case, I'll just give it away to somebody. Oh yeah. Worst case, I'll just give it away to somebody. Oops. Thunderstorm coming in. Well, that's no good. Usually thunderstorm means lightning. And usually lightning is just about, usually means a power outage. Yeah, this makes a good night light. You just plug it in the USB port of your computer. You got a little night light going on. Oh yeah. Yeah, Altec Lansing. These headphones look all right. Like I say, the price was right, so there's no way I could argue with that. Yeah, extruded and cast. Yeah, oh well. This thing here, I'll just cut. Oh, actually, the cord probably comes off anyways. Yeah. I just cut the cord off and throw it in the junk wire bin. Also, when I picked up one, it's out the coast. It's not scrap, but something else dear to my heart. Another beer sign. I'll see if it works. It was working off and on. It's got a little issue with the. Yeah, there we go. It's got a little tiny fluorescent lamp in the bottom there. So the pins on it have seen better days. Let's click the light off quickly. There. How good is that? The Budweiser Light Clydesdale. This powerful, free-spirited Clydesdale symbolizes the rich tradition and commitment to quality that goes into brewing Budweiser Light. Not a big fan of Bud Light, so I don't know if I'd agree with that 100%. But I definitely like the, this is actually, they put these by the cash registers. Little display. It's called the cash register display. It's another notable addition to the collection. How's beer? Yeah, beer's good. That beer's always good. Actually, Steve, they have this at the government liquor stores. If you ever want to try it, excuse me, they have it in the. Usually, they have the tall cans in the cooler where you can just buy one there. You can buy one, see if you like it or not. But I like it. It's much better than Bud Light. I'll tell you that much right now. So yeah, I got to get another load together, clean up what I've got left, or as much of it as I can. And tentative plan, I'm going to head back down there in the middle of May. Hopefully the prices are still holding. They seem to be holding, so. But as we know, what goes up typically will come down. That's exactly how I feel, Rob. I'm not sure that's even doing justice to the horse piss. Yeah, I've tried to drink it, but it's just not agreed with me. Yeah, give it a try. Like I say, actually, I think Ian Matthews sent me a bottle in the mail. I think that's the first time I tried it. And then when I went to the liquor store to look for it, I actually found it. So that's from, I know it's from, but sure how about that box. Yeah, I got another, just found two. I found another one of those media boxes. Icy box. It even comes with a convenient carrying handle. That's got to be worth money. Windows compatible. Modelo. Yeah, Modelo's good too. I don't mind Modelo. You can get that up here too. Actually, Modelo makes a dark one there. I forget exactly what they call it, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I guess I'll be definitely unwinding these coils here. Some of these ones, they've got like an epoxy on them, so these are a little bit harder to unwind, but just smash it with a hammer a few times. That seems to will them into persuasion. Yeah, Modelo Negro. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I like that one. I haven't had it very much, but I had it a few times. I liked it. Nothing else too exciting laying around. Oh, yeah, I got my got rid of that one bucket of brass, so I'm going to boil these plugs up one of these days. Just added to my little tiny brass bucket there. Probably just hang on to that just in case I end up making that forge like Steve built himself there. I like that idea too, having it on wheels. I never thought of that. Little compressor tank there, and you still got the wheels on it and everything. Because you want to, that's why you design things to be portable, so you can wheel them out of the way there when you're not using them. So yeah, if I ever built that, then at least I got a little bit of brass to melt down into something. Because the brass is not very plentiful right now. Everybody's hanging on to things and hoarding them. So that's the one drawback. Price goes back down again, and there'll be lots of stuff to be had. But right now, it seems to be pretty scarce. If I could get one of those out of every computer, I'd be happy about that. I think that's more like 1 in 50 or something. You'd find those. Yeah, Tecati's good too. Yeah. Salt with lime. Yeah, Steve, a lot of my stuff in here, I've built little wheeled, I don't know what you call it, like little wheeled subframes for them, and then that way I can just push it in the corner. Right now, I just got too much junk in here. It makes it hard to work on anything, so starting to thin it out a bit there. I've got another toolbox over there that, I got it on sale, but so actually worked out good. A friend of mine, I owed a friend of mine some money, so he just happened to be looking for a toolbox, so I'll trade him that one rather than paying him back. Yeah, I think everybody on the planet knows that scrap metal is worth something right now. Because like for like UPSs and all that stuff, nobody gave a second thought, but now everybody's looking at them for the transformers and batteries in them. So I didn't have room to take my batteries down this time, but I'll take those down next time. But I don't think they're worth much anymore. They're I forgot what Canadian Treasure said. Hunter said he was getting, I think it was less than 30 cents a pound. So, hey, bro, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate you dropping by. Get some rest, buddy. Oh yeah, if you get a truckload of transformers, keep us posted. That'll be interesting. Hopefully there's some giant transformers. Lots of copper in them. Yeah, so these are about the only 2 transformers I've got left that I haven't taken apart. And I still got about 8 or 9 of those big cast aluminum lights there. But I'm almost tempted to sell those as just as dirty aluminum, because each one is 30 or 40 pounds. And I think that dirty aluminum's going for 20 or 30 cents a pound. So yeah, so they might be worth like $10 a pop. But when I take them apart, it takes about an hour to take one apart though. And then you got a bunch of that sand in the middle you got to dispose of. But there's about 3.5 pounds of copper in it. So that's 12, $13. And there's probably, I think about 20 pounds of aluminum, 60, 12. Yeah. So they're probably worth about $25 broken apart. So yeah, maybe it takes you an hour, $25. So. Yeah. Bill's saying he got 2 pool pumps with aluminum. Yeah, usually those pool pumps are better quality. You'd expect those to have copper windings in them. Must have been Chinese pool pumps, Bill. That's all I can say. That's my guess, anyways. Yeah, well, Steve, that's the. See, I used to just do that. I'd just gather it up for 2 or 3 years and then take it in locally somewhere. But if they're paying $4 at the coast, likely here they're paying under $2 or under $3. Because a few weeks ago, I had taken some stuff. There's a yard in Kamloops, and actually the yard that Canadian Treasure Hunter takes all this steel to now, they bought that yard up there. So I haven't taken anything up there for, I don't know, over 10 years anyways. But anyhow, I thought, okay, well, maybe they're paying better. So price here for number 2 was around $4. Up there it was $2.85. Yeah, I think the price for number 2 here was about $3.80 something, and up there they were paying $2.85, so $1 less a pound. So I just got tired of that, so I just collect it up, make it worthwhile, and just drive down to the coast there. It's 3.5 hours one way, but till gas went up, it was only cost me about $80 in gas before, but now it's 100, at least 100 now. But anyways, you're getting like 25-30% more right off the bat. So that makes it worthwhile to me anyways. Yeah, 22 cents a pound. So yeah, if you're getting, I don't have my calculator. Yeah, if you're getting 22, then yeah, it would be about 30 cents a pound up here, Bill. Because our Canadian dollars, so we're at 80 cents US, so that's about 25%. So a quarter of 20, yeah, be about 30 cents a pound. Yeah, if you go down there, that's a perfect scenario. If you're going down there anyways, just take a couple 100 pounds there, and definitely pays off. So if you're taking copper aluminum, that Schnitzer yard there in Surrey they pay the best down there. I've been to a few down there, but Phil turned me on to that one, and like I say, last year I had really good success there. This past thing that with the number, the bright and shiny versus number 2, that's really the only problem I've had since I went there. But again, like I said, I've noticed there was quite a staff turnover, so I think you've got a problem is though with COVID now. You got to keep your distance. So they don't really want you hovering over them as they're figuring stuff out. But I think you just got to get in there and keep an eye on what they're doing. But yeah, if you're going down there, it's definitely worthwhile. It's like saying for me, it pays to make a special trip, but you have to have at least, about $1,000 worth of stuff to make it worthwhile. Because, like, say, you'll burn up $100 in gas. Yeah, I like that table, that plasma table you got. So it looks like you got the router and the plasma cutter. They double on the same table. That's what it looks like, anyways. But yeah, those things are cool. That's one thing I'd love to get is a plasma table there, just for cutting out meat stuff like your axes and things like that. Yeah, the other thing locally, like the yards are like Knox Mountain Metal in Kelowna used to be not too bad, but they stopped buying metal apparently. And then I think there's only probably one yard up in Vernon, and like say there'd be down to 1 yard in Kelowna now that buys. And Penticton, there's kind of 2 yards. There's one major yard, but they pay just horrible. They pay half of what they should. And there's another smaller guy down there. Dealt with him quite a bit. He pays not too bad, but it's not really. He's kind of hit and miss when he's open there. He's only got one guy working for him, so if they're both out in pickups or something like that, there might not be anybody at the yard. 2x2. Oh yeah, that's still cool though. No, Shred's 180 a ton. I think, did that go down, Bill? I think were you up? You were higher than that before. I know that place that Marty goes to. I think last time he was in there, it went down $10, but it was still like 230 or 220, something like that. Hey, speaking of the devil. Hey, Marty. Who just popped in again? So Bill was just saying that the shred where he's at's $180 now, Marty. So I think the last video you were still up like 230 or something like that. Yeah, 235. Okay. So I don't know if you caught that before, Marty, but I was telling these guys when I was out in that yard, I asked them about bringing these transformer coils in like this, just because of that experience you had. So I said, if I bring this in with the paper on it, is it number 2? So they said, yeah, it's number 2, as long as it's not too much paper. So like some of them, like this one's pretty well encapsulated. So I said to them, well, what's too much paper then? So they said, well, we decide what's not too much and what is too much. Oh, okay. So I said, well, what if you think it's too much paper? What do you pay them? So they said they pay a transformer price. Same answer you got. They said, well, if there's too much paper on it, we only pay a transformer price, which here I think it's like 30 cents a pound, something like that, 31 cents a pound. So yeah, so that problem you had there wasn't just your yard. I guess there other yards look at it the same way too. So yeah, which is crazy. I mean, but if you think about it, like even that junk wire, they're paying 70, 80 cents a pound for that. Well, this is, even though it's got this paper on it, it's far superior to that. And they pay like, say, 70, 80 cents a pound to it. So I guess you got to take the time and unwind them, get all that paper and shit off them. Yeah, transformer price. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when they said that. Oh yeah, we pay a transformer. Aha! The king is vindicated. So that's not just a U.S. scrapyard thing. That's an international thing. But actually, that Schnitzer, they're actually an American company. Their head office is, I think, Portland or something like that. Yeah, I was telling these guys too, like say, well, last year when I was down there, last time I was down there was in November, and it was no problem, sailed right through. But like say this year, they're asking a lot more questions about stuff. And I was saying I had that BX cable armor, the aluminum. I had a big bucket of it there, so they went all through it and looking to see if there was any paper inside it. And yeah, I made sure I cleaned every bit of paper out of it, but apparently a major deduction if they had found any paper. Yeah, so like I say, it was a kind of a different vibe than it was last year. Noticed that right off the bat. Yeah, yeah, it seems to be. Well, I guess like say all these big yards, they're probably multinational companies anyways. So, but yeah, like, they told me that and I started laughing there and they looked at me funny there. I guess I guess they couldn't figure out why I thought that was funny that they'd pay me transformer price, but it was an inside joke. Yeah, you never know. Hey, George, how you doing, buddy? Glad you could pop in. Yeah, Steve, if you don't have George's channel there, you should grab him too. He's a metal fabricator. He's always building all kinds of interesting stuff. Is it getting warm in the desert again, George? It's probably heating up down your way. Yeah, definitely check him out. Like I say, he's welding and fabrication. He's up to all kinds of good projects. Yeah, like I say, it's definitely different than it was, like say, last year when I went down there 5 or 6 times at least. And yeah, no problems. Didn't really look at anything too close. And totally different this time around. But, oh, well. Uh-oh. Being in quarantine, yeah. Sounds like you might have COVID. That was one of the things there people were saying. You lost your sense of taste. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would say it's cast aluminum, Steve, but could be that pot metal too, die cast. But that yard down there, they don't care. That's one thing. They pay cast aluminum for it, so doesn't matter if it's die cast or actual cast aluminum. They pay the same for it. Yeah, well, that's weird. Not COVID. Well, that's good. So yeah, up here, BC here, we're starting to tighten up restrictions again, and back in Ontario, they're locking everything down again. So, but unfortunately, up here, I saw on the news tonight, now in the U.S., they're vaccinating, I want to say 3 million people a day. But up here, we're only vaccinating people, I think 71 right now. So we're like months behind in vaccination. So here, they're going to be giving out that AstraZeneca vaccine probably late this week. So that one is, if you're 55 and over, you can have that one. Of course, it comes with a warning label and everything. So they're not giving it to anybody under 55 because it might kill them. So, but I guess if you're over 55, take your chances. Hey, Street Copper, welcome back. Good to see you again, buddy. Yeah, at least hopefully you didn't hurt yourself there, Bill. Yeah, those aluminum wheels pay pretty good. That's about one of the higher grades of aluminum. I've never taken any in, but that's what Phil says there. They pay him top aluminum price for those wheels. Yeah, Steve, like there's so many schools in BC where it's in now, so I don't know. I almost wouldn't be surprised if they shut the schools down again. But I don't know. It's like down the States there, the places where they've had the strictest lockdowns, the cases have been the worst. So I'm not convinced that these lockdowns are the way to go. But you got to be careful, or when you're talking to people about COVID and vaccines and everything, there's some people have some pretty extreme opinions on it. And if you tell somebody you're not sure whether you're going to get vaccinated or not, they just go off the deep end. So it's kind of a sensitive subject to bring up. Yeah. Yeah, they say it's rare though, Marty, but like my luck, I'd never win the lottery, but if I was the one in a million there that had a bad reaction to the vaccine, that would probably be me. So yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you say anything contrary to what the well, up here we have these public health officers. If you say anything contrary to them, boy, that's it. Community tab. You have to. I believe you have 1,000 subscribers. Pretty sure it's 1,000 subscribers, and you get your community tab. I could be corrected on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, it's kind of handy having that community tab there. You can, if you don't feel like making a video or whatever, you can just post random stuff there. Now, if you got 1,000, yeah. Did you just get 1,000? So yeah, you should be getting it. If you hit 1,000 recently, you should be getting it here pretty quick. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. George Wire is just crazy there. So like I work for an electrical contractor, so we've got projects where fixed prices, but we haven't bought the wire yet because we don't need it till the fall or winter. And like some of the wire's gone up like 40-50%. And some places are starting to ration it out. So we're hoping by the fall the price will stabilize. Just a case of the demand's exceeding the supply right now, so it's just driving the prices up like crazy. So like if I phone somebody and get a quote for copper wire today, it's only good for 7 days maximum. They'll only order it for 7 days. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of luck I have, Marty. So don't feel bad. I have that similar luck. Yeah, I think that partnership thing, I think you need 10,000 subscribers for that. That's when you can partner up there with them for merchandise and stuff like that. I think that's 10,000, but I'm not sure. But I remember when Paul there, Scrap and Pellet Man there, when he had 10,000, I'm pretty sure that's when he started being able to, right in your subject line there, you can flog all your merchandise and everything right in there. So I believe that's what the partnership is. Or if you need monetized, you got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before they'll monetize you. But Marty will test to this there, unless you've got about, well, if you get 10,000 subscribers, say you start to make a bit of money. And if you can get like 100,000 subscribers, then it's, it becomes almost a job. Then you can almost make enough money to live off it then. We don't laugh at other people's misfortunes, Bill. At least not here, anyways. Not, while you're around. We might laugh after you leave, but not while you're around. Yeah, if you get up there subscribers there, you excuse me, you can definitely flog off a lot of merchandise, and a lot of guys are selling T-shirts and hoodies and hats and everything. That Taco Stacks there, he sells a ton of that stuff. With YouTube, Marty, if you get 10,000 subscribers, then you can kind of direct market your mugs and T-shirts and all that stuff right off of your YouTube page. Yeah, I don't know how you're doing there in Illinois, Bill, but we're still full on mass here. Mass and you name it. Because yeah, Marty, when you go to Paul's channel or Scrap Pellet Man, like you'll have the video box, and right below it, he's got that ad for all his mugs and stuff like that. So I believe that's the partnership there. Hey, no problem, Street Copper. Yeah, I had my copper here for demonstration purposes. I don't know if you were in earlier there, Marty, when you were in there, if you caught it or not, but I was telling the guys there, I had 2 buckets of this stuff, which is Bear Bright, but I had it cut up in these short links so it'll fit in the buckets nicely, but they only gave me number 2 for it, which was very disappointing. Because apparently they can't bail it up very well, so. But they got your when you go in there, you tell them who you are and everything, and they pull you up on the computer. So they may have said, if that guy shows up again with those copper sticks, only pay him number 2. So that's quite possible. It could have been in the data bank. Yeah, it's nothing better than copper. So yeah, I still got 4 buckets left and a bit of other cable. So the average in the buckets, say the worst case, I got number 2 for it. Actually, there's 3 buckets of number 2, and then 1 more bucket of Bright and Shiny. So it's probably average 50 pounds, 200 bucks. Yeah, still like $800 for those buckets, give or take, and got some other cable there. That's Bright and Shiny. It's probably 50, 60 pounds of that. It's another $200. Those batteries. Yeah, so I probably got enough for another trip to go down there. Yeah, our schools are open here, Marty, but like we were just saying there, just about everyone now, every day they were reporting COVID cases. So I wouldn't be surprised if they shut the schools down. A woman I was working with at the other office there, like she's had to homeschool her 2 kids there for just about a year. So her youngest boy there, he was supposed to go to school next week, and of course, she was looking forward to that, but wouldn't be surprised now if they pull the plug on that. Yeah, Marty, you can get up 10,000 there, and you can get some Scrap Kingdom swag happening. Yeah, I was a little bit jealous there. I just subscribed to Steve's channel today there, and then he actually got one of those Dumpster Jerry T-shirts, those highly coveted Dumpster Jerry T-shirt. Yeah, if you got those on your truck, That's last time those catalytic converters. Can't remember what that was. A few years ago, anyhow, they were really high. So what guys were sneaking into car lots there at night and with battery sawzalls and cutting them off and everything. So yeah, that was a real problem. So that's probably on the rise again here now too. yeah, I like it. It's a nice looking T-shirt. I would need an XL though, for sure. Yeah, because if they steal that, like what we used to do with those catalytic converters, and take them off when they first came out, and just put a piece of pipe in there to take the place up. But if you've got emissions testing down there, then that's when they would catch you there. You take the converter out, but if you were somewhere where you had to have your vehicle emission tested every year, then they knew right away there. Well, they could actually get right underneath there and look to see if you had one. So. Yeah, I think quite a few guys bringing them. When I was down there Monday, the guys are bringing in those catalytic converters, but they really give those things the once over now too. I think all those converters have got some kind of serial number on them or something like that. So I think if they're not clearly marked, or if you've ground the marks off, they won't even take them. So. Because I guess that's probably part of it too. There, with the prices being higher, there's a lot more theft. So I'm sure they're getting visited by the police a lot more, looking for just checking to make sure they're not taking stolen property. So that could be part of it too. Actually, what they were doing here too is they're getting underneath vehicles, and all the newer trucks, anyways, have plastic gas tanks. So they've been drilling the plastic gas tank and then catching the gas in a bucket there and stealing your gas that way. So that was last year. There was a whole rash of that. They haven't heard as much about it this year, but some people go, they just take a bucket full. And if your tank was full, when the bucket was full, they just let the rest run out in your driveway. So people get up in the morning, go to work, their driveway's covered in gasoline, and there's no gas in your vehicle. You have to phone the fire department to come down and hose it down. It was just a big mess. Yeah. There's a bunch of that going on up in Vernon there too, Steve. So it's just actually here they had some really smart crackers. They were actually going underneath there. They drill it out, drain the gas out, and then they put a little ball valve in there, like a 1/4-inch ball valve or a 3/8 ball valve, glue it in, put some epoxy around it, glue it into the tank, shut the valve. So then they'd come back again when you filled your gas up, then they'd siphon off 5 gallons or whatever they needed. So it was their free gas station. Oh yeah, Reed's Corner, yep. Yeah, like I say, it was bad last year. I haven't heard so much about it so far this year, but I guess once it gets warmer and stuff too, they seem to come out in bigger numbers. Like where I live here, it's a pretty good neighborhood. It's a quiet neighborhood, but summertime, they come here on the weekends early in the morning, and they go. If your vehicle's not locked, they'll go through it. Last fall, well, I guess it actually might have been in the winter time. Anyways, I forgot to lock my truck one night. Of course, they went through there, and I had a pair of prescription sunglasses. They stole those, and any change you've got in there. And then 2 or 3 years ago, they got out one Saturday morning there and was looking out the driveway. They stole my truck right out of my driveway, which is my fault though, because I forgot I had my spare set of keys in there. And if you've got that, it had a fob on it. So if you got the fob, it wouldn't lock. So Truck was unlocked. They started going through it. They found the keys and took off with it. And, 10 o'clock in the morning, the cops caught them down in Surrey there. 2 of them. Rutland's bad. Yeah, unfortunately, Rutland is there's some that's a high crime area. Actually, it was about I want to say about 8 years ago, 10 years ago. One of our guys had one of our work vans, and it was the middle of winter. So he went up and started it. Went back in the house to grab a cup of coffee. There, came out, gone. It was like literally 5 minutes. They stole it. So you wonder, if are they watching all the time, or is it just a coincidence? But yeah, 5 minutes later, gone. Phone the police up. They're not very interested there. Yeah, I know there's quite a few businesses last year, the year before, around that area, out on McCurdy and that area there. Like the company would park their vehicles, like 4 or 5 vehicles at night there, and drill them all out, take the fuel out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if insurance covers that or not, but I mean, to replace one of those gas tanks, you're talking a lot of money there. So, plus, especially a work truck there, then you're screwed till it's, you don't have your vehicle until it's fixed and you can't work. And those guys don't care, though. Steal anything that's not locked down. And Marty, you still in here? Just wondering how you're got the old yellow truck back on the road there. Just wonder how that's working out for you. The trusty old GMC. Actually, you can't complain about that Dodge too much, though. For $400, you've got quite a bit of use out of that old blue truck there. Well, I'm almost out of beer, so I got to go back in the house to grab another beer. So I think I'll call it an evening. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Might try and go back online live on the weekend. The weekend, though, it's hard to find time to go live where there's somebody else you don't know is doing a live stream. So, but I was doing about 4 o'clock on Sundays. That seemed to work out. So yeah, it's not too late for the guys back east, or maybe Saturday morning. If we go out early enough on Saturday morning there, you can get the guys from Europe to pop in. And then Rafael's always got his stream going on Saturday at 1 o'clock here now, I think. So I usually like to get off before he starts there, because I like going on his. Become a Saturday ritual. I like to go on his live stream. So anyways, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye for now.